Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a little bit of a different one. I wanted to move away from thrillers completely just for this week, and I wanted to focus on fantasy. Now, I have only read one fantasy book, and that was Caraval, which I read a month ago, and I really enjoyed it. Now, I bought Fourth Wing, Lightlark, and something else I can't remember the name of. And I wanted to try and get through as many of those books in 1 week as possible and kind of bring you guys along with me as I'm doing it. So these are the books that I have picked. We've got Fourth Wing, Lightlark, and The Serpent and Wings of Night. I'm gonna start with Lightlark purely because it's the thinnest book and it's kind of giving Hunger Games vibes, so I'm intrigued. And then I'm not really sure which one I'm going to pick of the other two to go for first. A lot of people were saying that The Serpent and The Wings of Night is very good, but then people also really love Fourth Wing, so I'm not really sure which one to go for. But I will take you guys with me and keep you updated throughout the week. It is currently 8:30 in the morning and it's Monday. I didn't film anything yesterday because I wasn't at home, but I have started Lightlark and I have read half of it. I don't know if you can see. I have a habit of folding over my pages. I do have bookmarks, I just find it so much easier to fold the page. So I've read half of it. I finished reading at like 11 o'clock last night and I couldn't sleep because I kept thinking about the book. Like, I am enjoying it so much. I haven't had a book that's made me want to read like this in a while, like a month or so, but oh my god, I'm loving it. Got to the part where, I won't do any spoilers or anything, I got to the point where the two of them have left a note for the other person saying try harder. But yeah, I'm not a fan of Oro at the moment. I know there's a love triangle between them all, but yeah, I'm not a fan of him at the moment. He's not coming across very nice, but hopefully that'll change. And yeah, I'm loving it. I'm probably gonna finish it today. I finished it. Oh my god, I have loved every second of this book and I am annoyed at myself for not reading it sooner. The plot twist in this I didn't see coming at all and I was shocked. The one thing I will say, I wanted her to end up with Grimm, and I have seen a couple spoilers for the next book, so I'm not too annoyed that she's ended up with Oro at the end of this book, but I do prefer Grimm. I couldn't put this book down. Well, that's a lie. I had to put the book down because I went to sleep, but when I picked it back up again, I couldn't put it down. It was just everything I wanted from this book. It was great. I will say, if you haven't read this book and you are into fantasy, I would highly recommend it. Now, this is only the second fantasy book I've ever read. I preferred this so much more over Caraval. I know that it's like a completely different storyline, but this was just so much more gripping for me. And as I'm filming this, I have asked my boyfriend to go and try and find the second book because I haven't stopped thinking about it, to be completely honest with you. I went book hunting today to try and find the second one and they didn't have it where I thought they'd have it, and I don't want to order it online because I want to read it now. So I was originally gonna read The Serpent and the Wings of Night next, but if I can get my hands on the second book, I will be reading the second book and then The Serpent and Wings of Night. I'm just so, like, I want to read it again. It's currently Friday morning. I didn't read anything yesterday or Wednesday because I was working, but I got my hands on Night Vane. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so looking forward to reading this. Like, I've never wanted to move on to a sequel so fast in my life. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to do like a whole review of both of them when I've finished, and then hopefully if I finish this today, because I've got the whole day off, I can start The Serpent and the Wings of Night tomorrow. But I am working both Saturday and Sunday, so I might not be able to get very far into it. But either way, I'll be pleased with 2 books in a week. That's not too bad. I'm just hoping she ends up with Grimm and not Oro, because I don't like him. Didn't like him in Lightlark. Even at the end, I didn't like him. But that twist in Lightlark was so good. So good. People have said this one's better though, and I have high expectations, so I don't want to be let down. But I'm gonna start reading it. I wanted to say, like, I know people record themselves reading. I don't have the equipment or space to do that, otherwise I would. I'm currently in the process of moving house as well. I've been saying that for the past like 7 months, but we're still waiting, so I'm very limited with things in my room. But once I move out, I'm hoping to put more effort into these videos, because at the moment I'm like filming on my phone with a little shitty tripod. I do want to put more effort into them eventually, but we'll see. Hopefully it won't be much longer before we're gone. I'm currently sat in my boyfriend's van because he's at work, but he's very kindly taken me to Waterstones after this, and I'm gonna get Skyshade. It's gonna annoy me because it's a hardback and the other 2 are paperback, but I just want to read. I want to read the full series, and I am gonna look for the Lightlark Collector's Edition. I don't think they have any in stock, but we will see. But yeah, I'm gonna waste some more money on more books. I have finished both Lightlark and Nightbane, and I have no words for how much I enjoyed both of these books. But them here with me. I did end up buying Skyshade as well. They didn't have the pink Waterstones exclusive that I did want, but I'm not bothered. I got the normal cover one, and I did order the Lightlark Collector's Edition. That just shows how much I enjoyed these books, because that is the only collector's edition of a book I have bought. I was very close to buying the Good Girls Guide to Murder one, and I decided against it, but I went through with the Lightlark one because it just looks so pretty. I loved these books so much. This whole video started out completely different, like this wasn't the way it was supposed to go, and I'm quite happy with how it turned out. I still need to read The Serpent and the Wings of Night and Fourth Wing, but I'm just going to save those for a later date. I am so glad that I managed to get through these 2 books in a week. Well, basically 2 days, but with breaks in the middle. And then I started Skyshade yesterday. I didn't get very far into it, but I don't want the series to end. And I know there's 2 more books coming out, but I don't want the series to end. So I really enjoyed Lightlark, and I think it's my favourite out of the 2. I know a lot of people prefer Nightbane, but I just loved the twists in Lightlark. I thought it was so interesting. With Nightbane, I'm so glad they left the enemies to lover thing until literally the last page. I loved the fact that we got to go back in time and see her memories. Obviously that was the whole point of the book, and I knew it was coming from the end of Lightlark, but I really enjoyed that part of the book. The present, like all the text written in the present kind of dragged a little bit for me, but other than that I really enjoyed the book. That is why I'll put Lightlark first, just because Nightbane took a little bit longer to get to the point, but I still enjoyed it. Like, there's nothing bad to say about the book. I did really enjoy it. And I know people have mixed opinions on Sky Shade, so I'm kind of nervous to read it. Both Oro and Grimm didn't really come across great for me in Nightbane. I still prefer her with Grimm, but the way he went about everything, I don't know. Like, at the end of Lightlark, I wanted her to be with Grimm, but at the end of Nightbane, I'm not sure anymore. It's like I kind of want to see how it pans out in Sky Shade. I'm probably gonna continue reading it today, but I'm not 100% that I will finish it today. The annoying thing is, though, that it came out in a hardback and both of these are paperback, and it just doesn't look right on my bookshelf. But yeah, comment down below what your opinions were of Sky Shade, and if you want Isla to end up with Grimm or Oro. I would love to know people's opinions. But yeah, thoroughly enjoyed every single book. I loved the fact that Grimm knew she didn't have powers, and that when they were eating at the first meal, when Oro brought out that heart, I loved the fact he saved her on purpose. I thought that was really sweet, and I thought it was a really nice touch to the book, and that's what made me really like Grimm. Oro's just a bit, I don't know, doesn't really seem too bothered by her. I know he constantly says that he's in love with her and he would do everything for her, but it doesn't seem that way. She basically has to beg him to touch her. I don't know. We'll see. I'll do another video on Sky Shade when I finished it. But yeah. Sorry this video's been a bit all over the place and how it was supposed to start as some completely different video. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks guys.